Paris, I think you need another picture of yourself behind you. I see a little empty space right there for another one.
FBI agents Marcus and Kevin Copeland have been assigned to protect the heiresses to a multi-billion-dollar fortune.
All you gotta do is pick them up and drop them off.
So Paris, when you heard about white chicks, what did you first think?
Well, I think that imitation is the highest form of flattery. And I thought the movie was hilarious, just so funny, just seeing them playing inspirations of us. And I actually was just with Marlon last week, and I was like, every time I'm looking at you, I just think of the movie White Chicks. And then he started telling me the story. He's like, yeah, my brother called me, said, we're gonna do this movie. We play two white chicks. And I was like, are you high? Like, what are you thinking? And then the next day he said he brought all these magazines with my sister and I, and he's like, we are going to basically play them. And I just thought the movie was just so genius and hilarious, and just like that laugh out loud funny, like 2000s humor.
Yeah. Now, when you saw the movie, were you kind of scared, like, oh my God, are they making fun of me? Are they clowning me? Or were you like happily surprised, like, oh, okay?
I've always been one that could laugh at myself and have fun, so I didn't mind.
I know you hookers don't think this is over with. Let's kick it old school.
Did you guys have a favorite scene from the movie?
Hands down, my favorite scene is the dance-off. Yeah. Because Paris and I used to go to those Hamptons clubs, and they were very fun, and everyone was dancing, so I loved the dance-off scene.
What about you, Paris?
There were so many funny scenes, but yeah, the dance-off scene was one of my favorites. And it kind of just reminds me of like how TikTok is now, just like those kind of moves. So I just feel like they were always very ahead of their time, the Wayans brothers, and they're just so hilarious, and just there's so many funny parts of the movie. I love it, and it's something I actually just watched like a couple weeks ago, so funny to run into him.
What did you guys think about the styling of the show, like in terms of the hair, the swag? You think they got it right?
I mean, I think it was a very characterized version of us. But they definitely got some of the brands down, you know, the Dior logo stuff, the Juicy Couture, dude, where's my couture shirt? So they definitely took inspiration from our wardrobe, that is for sure. They did their homework.
Did you guys think that you was gonna have so much of an impact on the pop culture?
No, we had no idea. Back in the day, we had no stylist. We just were buying things that we liked, and you know, no one was wearing any of those type of clothes. And now today, to see just so many people inspired by the fashion and wearing all the same things that we wore back in the day, it's really cute to see. I love it.
I noticed when I was watching the movie recently that all of the styles in the film almost 15 years ago are trending today. So it's so funny how history just always repeats itself.
Now, be honest with me. Did you guys ever look at pictures and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I wore that? Like, do you have any fashion regrets?
I always say I regret the overuse of the tanning bed. There's some pretty orangey photos out there, but other than that, not too many.
What about you, Paris?
I love everything I used to wear. I think I always just had really fun fashion and just had my own kind of look. So I've always, I don't know, there's nothing I really look back on that I didn't like.
How did you know? I love this song.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past and I'm homebound.
Terry Crews recently said that there's talks of a part 2 going on. So would you guys have any input, or would you want to be maybe in the film?
When I saw Marlon last week, he actually asked, would your sister and you be, interested in doing a cameo in part 2? And said, yes, 100%. It would be so much fun.
That would be really funny.
Do you have any ideas in your brain are you ever maybe thinking like, you know what, this would be cute or this would be funny? Like, are you thinking like producers right now, what you want to do in the film?
No.
No. It's a big deal. So if there's a part 2, you know what I mean? You got to make it hit.
I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing, so I'm sure they'll come up.
Leave it to the professionals.
Exactly.